as we going over everything, make sure, bro, you're being productive too. When you see me writing on my phone, taking notes, taking pictures, if you don't trade the way I trade, that's fine. But if you think what I'm saying is insightful, take some screenshots, bro. Be productive. Don't waste the time here just sitting here looking at me. Open your own charts too. Understand what's happening because there's real potential here. All right. One of the things, bro, that I realize is super important for me becoming a better trader is the fact that price do the same thing all the time, right? It has things that repeat. So when I take notes, I take pictures and I write it down and I say out loud what's happening, it helped me to understand that the next day when I see this happening again, how to capitalize on it and not make the same mistake over and over. But it's just something that happens inside your brain when you say it out loud and you take notes, you take screenshots. You feel me? Because then now you can even look back at your phone. You can, and it's free to just take a picture. You can just look back at your phone and see what happened that day, and that can help you to win your trade. All right, cool. So what we're gonna do? We're about to do that today, and you can listen to me talk, or you can have your own analysis. But this is what I'm going over, and this is what I've realized to help me become a better trader. And I've realized that when I take note of these things, like that's literally what's happening. And it helps me to understand it more. So when I take note of it, I won't fall for it again. And if I do fall for it again, I realize that it was just me being stupid. And I understand how to avoid that next time. Right? Cool. Immediately what I'm looking at, right? What I'm looking at is I'm looking right here. And you might wonder why I'm looking right here, right? Fair value gap. I'm looking at this fair value gap because you could clearly see that price is reacting to it, right? You see that price is reacting to it. That's the areas that I want to look at. You feel me? Price is reacting to this. So what I'm seeing is, first of all, on the 4-hour chart, we were going down, but then we have a fair value gap right here. I see a fair value gap right here, right? Price is rejecting this fair value gap because we couldn't close below it. You see this wick, right? See this wick? Not even a body's left inside this fair value. There still hasn't been a body left inside of that fair value gap. So I'm looking at that. So I take a picture and I write that down. I'll say price is bullish because there's a fair value gap that price can't even close inside of. Price is bullish because I'll say that price can't even leave a body inside of. Cool. And I take the picture. Use photo. Boom. Next, what's important to me? We just looked at the 4-hour chart, right? What's important to me is now the 9:30 opening. What happened during the 9:30 opening? Okay, 9:30 opening. We see it starts here, ends there, and price was inside of it for a long time. Okay, price was consolidating. Cool. I'll just write that down because those openings are super important, right? We'll say 9:30 opening had a gap. Where was the gap? It was lower, right? Had a gap lower which price was trading inside of. Take that picture. I lost my mouse for a second. I'm like, where is it? Boom. Now we go back to electronic, right? This This right here was just clutter. This was just bad price action. But I could tell them. I could say from 856. I could tell them. I could tell myself from 856 price started trending up. Then then we had this little run to the downside, right? Boom. Then starting at 10. We had a high resistance run to the downside. You see? Like that's not nice. That's cluttery. That's clunky. That don't look good. Even the runs to the upside is like, oh, but you can see overall, right? You can see how it's going down. For everybody that like trend lines, see it's going down, right? Cool. Didn't even mean to do that. It's trending down, right? Had a high resistance run to the downside. Cool. You go here, and I could even put something here that's showing me the exact time that everything started. We go boom, boom, and then I just take a picture of that. Cool. Use that. Then we can annotate what actually did happen, right? What actually did happen is that the actual play of the day. What was the play of the day? Starting at 10, we could say 10:56. That's funny that 8:56 and 10:56. I wonder if that's random. Starting at 10:56, price trended. Price trended to the upside in a very respectful way. Boom. Take a picture of that. See how nice that run is? See how nice that run is? Boom. But really, really, oh yeah, good. I was about to say, really, we're not supposed to be coming down here. So it was, okay, it was 10:56. Price came. Look, we're not even returning. Look how beautiful that run is. That's the type of run we want to be in right there. So Price genuinely didn't start being respectful until that time. Okay, take a picture of that. Boom. Cool. That's beautiful. Extra credit. Extra credit. Right now, what we're looking at is this daily. Check that out. What we're looking at is this daily. Is it a wick or are we inside of a fair value gap? Let's see what I put it to. Yeah, that's the fair value gap. You can see, boom, and balance. So that's why the gap looked like that. And we look on the 1 minute chart. When we look on the 1 minute chart, it's interesting that from down here is when price started trending up. And if I would have mixed it with the 4 hour to even take off this candle right here, boom, I could see that price came down and it rejected. So I should have been looking to the upside for trades, but I just didn't want to be too locked into one idea. Okay, that's fine. That's why we do these things, bro. We learn. You feel me? We live and we learn. That's why we take notes. Cool. All right. So price came all the way down here. That's the bottom of the gap, and then it started trending up. Bro, that's nice price action. That's super nice. Like you gotta respect that right there. That is so beautiful, bro. Regardless of all the clunky work in here, when Price decided to start being respectful at 1050, do you see how beautiful that is? If you would have caught this run right here, it closed above this swing high, and you like, okay, right? You like, okay, I want to wait for a fair value gap, or you could even use this fair value gap. But you like, I need it to tell me something more. Like, I need it to close above a swing high before I even do anything. So you wait until here, and then you take a trade. Let's say you take a long right there as soon as the candle closed. You put your stop loss right here. This might not even be a 1 to 2, I ain't gonna lie. It is. Okay, it is a 1 to 2. That's nice. That's a nice run, bro. That's genuinely a nice run. That's such a beautiful trade. Okay. Say no more. Alright. Y'all have a very blessed rest of your day, bro. I hope y'all ain't waste time. I hope y'all was taking notes from me and everything and following along. This is what is important to me. This is what I look at. You might not trade the same way, but this is what I do because this is what I believe make the market move how it's moving. Alright? Have a very blessed rest of your day. I'm gonna see y'all, bro. God bless. Jesus is king.